Jim Rohn used to say something to the effect that you are the average of your 5 closest friends. So take a minute and think about that. Think about your family, think about the people that you've known for years that you hang out with, think about your colleagues at work, think about who you hang out with on the weekends, on the evening, your spouse, any other close friendships that you might have, the people that you hang out with on a weekly basis, etc., talk to. And think about this again. You are the average of the 5 closest friends that you have. Why are we talking about your friendships when it comes to link building? We're a link building company. You're sitting here, you're watching our video, you're kind of expecting us to maybe give you some information about link building and how to do it better. So why are we talking about your friendships and talking about some guy that was in the personal development community and business community, etc.? Well, the reality is this, that when it comes to link building, until now, people have been looking at link building from the perspective of page rank, getting more links, getting links from pages that have your keywords in the title tag and the body text and things like that. But the reality is that underlying all of that technology, underlying all of the calculations, all the math, and all of that stuff is an underlying philosophy when it comes to search engines. And the philosophies that work best in search are the philosophies that represent how people naturally function. And when it comes to link building, very similarly to how someone can make an assessment of you based on looking at your 5 closest friends, maybe your income, how you spend your free time, what your job is, etc. You can look at your 5 closest friends and get a pretty good idea of who you are. And you could pick somebody else that maybe you pick like 6 people, or pick one person and look at their closest friends and see if you can kind of do the same thing with them. It's a really interesting kind of process. And when it comes to search engines, they're doing the same thing, because ultimately the internet is a platform that represents how people interact, how they communicate, etc. Now, until this point, we've been looking at link building in a very static, kind of mathematical sort of way. There are some people that have talked about link building through content and link bait and things like that. And there's something that works very well when you look at content from that perspective and looking at it from your users' needs. But fundamentally, what underlies all of this is that who you link to and who links to you tells you more about you and your website and your business than you can say about yourself. So what we've done here at Ontolo, Garrett and I have spent the last 2 years focusing on this problem. I've been doing SEO since 2001. I've worked with some of the biggest brands in the world. At one time, I managed a large team of search marketers, copywriters, account managers that managed over 1,400 clients. Garrett has been in the space for a number of years, more on the content side, and just kind of together we've really focused heavily on link building for the past couple of years. We've learned a few things, and what we want to share with you in this video series is a lot of that information that we've learned. Why are we looking at link building differently? What does it matter? A lot of people are out there, they're still buying links, they're still getting rankings from it, they're still doing the things that they did, and they're still staying ahead. And if that's you, maybe you don't need to do anything differently, and maybe this video series isn't for you. But if you're still competing in the search rankings, if you find yourself dropping off on occasion, maybe you don't have the rankings that you're looking for, or maybe you do have the rankings that you're looking for, but it feels volatile. Like you wake up every day and you go into work, or if you work for yourself, or if you have your own business, you're checking your stats and you're just kind of waiting for that drop. Like you know what I mean? Have you ever had that feeling where you're in the analytics, and sometimes a lot of people have that experience where they go in and they've been getting thousands of visitors a day, and maybe that's cut by 3/4. That's it. It's like this feeling in your stomach it's just not good. And when it comes to your business, that affects the livelihood of you and your family, and affects the livelihood of everyone that you work with, etc. And if you feel like you're a little bit volatile, maybe you've been buying links, or maybe you've been doing link building practices that you've been doing for the past 10 years, you might have that feeling like, at some point, like, when does it collapse? And so what we're here to introduce is a new way of link building. We've got, for the next 11 weeks, 12 weeks, about the next 3 months, I'll be spending anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes a week going over new ways of link prospecting, new ways of qualifying your link prospects, finding them faster, and also handling outreach. And we look at, Garrett and I have kind of broken down the link building process and designed some processes for copywriting, for building relationships, for finding link prospects faster, and in the end, we've been able to perform very well for our clients over the past couple of years. So we want to share all of that information with you. And if you kind of have that feeling in your stomach, like maybe something, maybe you might wake up one day and you just see that drop. The practices that we're going to share here, these are the things that the search engines kind of encourage, and they kind of, how they kind of discuss something and they're saying a lot of words and it's kind of getting at an idea and you just want them to say it. Well, that's what we're going to be doing for the next few weeks. We're just going to be saying what that is and walking you through with step-by-step processes to help you increase your rankings, help you build your market identity, and develop stronger, better, more valuable relationships in your industry. So this is sort of the introductory video, and I hope you join us for the next 3 months. Just so you know how it works, they're going to be videos that are placed on sites like YouTube. They're going to be freely available, no registration required or anything like that. But since we have a 10-minute limit there and we want to go in depth on these topics, we're also going to have longer videos on Ontolo.com. And if you go to Ontolo.com, you'll be able to register, and it's totally free. And once you register, you'll have access to a lot longer videos. And you'll also gain access to additional tools that we'll be rolling out over the next few months. All of it is totally free. You just have to go to Ontolo.com, find the sign up link, sign up. There's no payment required. We do have tools and ebooks and things like that you can buy, but for all of this information, if we do about 30 minutes for the next 12 weeks, it's going to be 6 full hours of link building training, and you can fit quite a bit into 6 full hours. So I look forward to seeing you every week for the next 3 months. And if you have any questions, or if there's anything that it's just really kind of nagging you really want to understand a bit better, feel free to email me. My email address is ben.wills, WILLS, @ontolo.com, or feel free to email Garrett. It's garrett.french, GARRETT.french, @ontolo.com as well. And we look forward to your feedback and look forward to answering any other questions and kind of leading some training with you guys over the next 3 months, and hopefully unraveling some things a bit and helping you with some step-by-step processes that kind of get that feeling alleviated and taken care of. So thank you. Look forward to working with you guys.